Forgiveness after betrayal, yes or no? The depth of betrayal depends entirely on the amount of trust invested. If the trust was high or huge, then whenever betrayal occurs, the cut is usually deep. Few wounds cut as deeply as betrayal, whether it's infidelity, broken promises, dishonesty, or emotional abandonment. Betrayal shakes the very foundation of trust in a relationship, leaves one partner questioning not just the other's actions, but also their own judgment, self-worth, and ability to trust again. In the aftermath, one of the hardest questions arises. Should I forgive? The answer isn't as simple as one would want to believe, because forgiveness after betrayal is as much about healing yourself as it is about the future of the relationship. The question of forgiveness doesn't come immediately after betrayal. It comes when the wounded person has processed enough of the pain to reflect. And especially if there's an ongoing connection with the betrayer, it's less about time and more about readiness. You'll know the question has arrived when your heart shifts from "why did this happen to me?" to "what do I want to do with this?" Please comment at the end of the video. Subscribe, share and like my channel so that you can get more of this content. This video will teach you what options to expect after a betrayal. This will enable you to decide whether to forgive or not. The following are the stages leading to the question of forgiveness. 1. After the initial shock and pain. Right after betrayal, emotions are raw. Anger, sadness, disbelief. This stage, the hurt is too fresh for clear decisions. Forgiveness isn't even on the table yet. Survival and processing the pain comes first. 2. When the hurt partner starts seeking closure. Once the intensity of the pain softens, many people begin to ask, "What now?" This is when the thought of forgiveness surfaces. Not because they're ready, but because they're searching for peace. 3. When the betrayer seeks reconciliation. If the person who betrayed you asks for forgiveness, apologizes, or tries to make amends, the question becomes unavoidable. Or faced with choosing whether to give them another chance, or protect yourself by letting go. 4. During healing and reflection. Sometimes, even if you decide to walk away, you'll still face the forgiveness question internally. This is less about the other person and more about whether you'll release the resentment so you can truly move forward. 5. When you consider the future of the relationship. If you're deciding whether to continue with the person or end things, forgiveness becomes central. Can you forgive enough to rebuild trust? Or will the pain remain too strong to create a healthy future together? Why? Forgiveness can be powerful. 1. Emotional release. Holding on to anger, resentment, or bitterness can weigh you down emotionally. Forgiveness allows you to release that burden and find inner peace, whether or not you stay with a person afterwards. 2. Personal healing. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing the betrayal. It means choosing not to let it control your emotional life. It's a gift you give yourself to move forward. 3. Possibility of rebuilding. In some cases, forgiveness opens the door for the relationship to heal, with honesty, accountability, and changed behavior. Couples can sometimes rebuild trust stronger than before, when forgiveness may not be the answer. 1. Repeated betrayals. If the same betrayal happens repeatedly, plus forgiveness without real change enables unhealthy patterns, becomes self-destructive rather than healing. No accountability. Forgiveness is almost impossible if the betrayer refuses to admit their actions, apologize sincerely, or take steps to rebuild trust. 3. Toxic or unsafe situations. In relationships involving abuse, manipulation, or disrespect, forgiveness may not be safe or healthy. Distance and protection of your well-being should come first. Often, people do not really know or understand what forgiveness means. What forgiveness really means. Forgiveness is not forgetting what happened. Forgiveness is not instant trust. Rebuilding trust takes time and consistent effort. Forgiveness is not reconciliation, unless both partners are willing to repair the relationship. Forgiveness is a choice for freedom. So the pain of betrayal doesn't define your future. Steps toward forgiveness, if you choose it. 1. Allow yourself to feel. Don't rush into forgiveness. acknowledge the hurt, anger, and grief. Healing starts with honesty. 2. Seek understanding, not excuses. Understanding why betrayal happened can bring clarity, but it doesn't justify the action. 3. Communicate honestly. If you're considering reconciliation, talk openly about your feelings, boundaries, and expectations moving forward. 4. Set boundaries. Forgiveness doesn't mean giving unlimited chances. Boundaries protect you from repeated harm. 5. Focus on self-healing. Therapy, journaling, and self-care can help you process emotions and rebuild your confidence. 6. Decide on the relationship's future. Forgiveness may allow you to continue together, or it may simply allow you to let go peacefully and move on. Final thoughts. So, forgiveness after betrayal, yes or no? The truth is, it's not always black and white. Forgiveness is deeply personal. It can be a pathway to healing and even reconciliation. But it should never come at the cost of your dignity, safety, or what's your opinion about this? Please comment. Hit the subscribe button, share and like my channel so that you can get more of this content. Thank you.